Right. Hopefully people will end up joining me. Literally, every time I've got to play a video, my stream gets suspended. And hopefully people will turn up. But yeah, that is the whole point of it. I tell you what, YouTube are really cracking down on like documentaries at the moment. So the people that clicked onto this video in the near future, what's happened is that my stream has basically the one I was doing has been suspended. So I'm now back on. Hey, I got people turning up. Bastards. They're assholes. You're back. Rebecca. What fucking dicks, honestly. Oh mate. Hey, nice to see you, Comfy Sofa. Nice to see you. Okay, so no Discovery Channel stuff. For Christ's sake. I had a funny feeling. So it's Arthur C. Clarke and obviously anything Discovery Channel. In fact, who did put a comment? Let's go through. Yeah, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I get sick of this stuff now. I have to admit, hey, we're all back. I'm gonna go for everyone. Nice to see everyone. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Can't play any music on here. Yes, I tell you what. Since the last couple of weeks, the copyrights have been absolutely horrendous, really bad. I reckon it's probably that, mate. But yeah, it's pissing me off. So okay, no Discovery Channel stuff. I had a funny feeling. It's like even with like History Channel, can't play it. But you understand, it got to the point I want to show that the fact that Heine Masada has been caught once again because he was part of that guy who was involved taking that photograph, which was obviously faked. So yeah, but it showed the point that he did cut it out to make it copy and paste. But I have to admit, it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. So, hey, Marcus Fishlock, did I say hello to you earlier? I'm not too sure if you popped up before then, but yeah, nice to see you, man. I'm going to play another documentary. Oh, fuck's sake. How long did we go last time? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, sorry guys. It's been an absolute nightmare recently with okay, 45 minutes. Okay, fair enough. Right. Let's have a look. 41 minutes. Oh, thank you, Green Tea. Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. Okay. Well, let's just have a look to see what else we got here. There is a documentary that's from like 1995 I wanted to show, like an old school documentary, which was originally what I wanted to show. I'm a bit skeptical now. But we'll see. I see what I've got anything else we can show. Oh, I'll tell you what, one really good YouTube channel to check out. Me and Hidden had this guy on called, oh my god, I forgot his name. Shit. Oh my god, I forgot this guy's name. But here's his YouTube channel here. Called Uncanny Expeditions. We interviewed him going back last month. Area 51. I mean, this is like new shots today. And when we had him on Hidden Underbelly's show, do you guys remember what his name was? I can't remember. No, not Gary Jones. No. Oh god, I can't remember what it's called. Well, the guy's name's called. It'll come to me in a minute. But yeah, this Uncanny Expeditions, unbelievable footage I'm about to show you now. So yes, this is from Uncanny Expeditions YouTube channel. Thank you for let me use this content. I'm just going to show really quickly some real close-up shots of Area 51.
Definitely see some vehicle traffic. I see a dark-colored, relatively large vehicle moving towards the right-hand side of the frame there. It's starting to get dark. They're turning lights on.
I don't like that. Just turn it up a bit.
That means from here on out, the quality hopefully will be consistent, but I suspect
Yeah, thanks for
This
coming back,
camera's
guys.
not going to do super
much
well in low
appreciated. Thank
light
you.
because it has a tiny sensor. Hope we got more movement there on the right. Looks like a white van or box truck.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Jenny,
Hi,
how's it
Nick.
going? Yeah, I know.
Hi,
Shut up.
Nick.
Yeah, okay, that's enough.
There's another jet taxiing on the runway. I think that's another F-16. It's dark colored, so it definitely wasn't a Janet.
Check this out. You managed to zoom in really far.
Here's another look at those radars and that weird triangular tower I keep seeing posted about online.
It's always
definitely
a
looks
German.
just as weird in person.
Yeah, exactly. She's got to zip it. Jenny, behave yourself.
Suck my balls.
All right, that's enough. Right, that's it. Don't go there. All right.
That truck's going to drive right by the triangular tower. I guess that thing rotates too. Doesn't look like it's moving right now, though.
Jenny needs to watch out.
Hello to everyone in chat. My name is Jenny, and I am Nick's mistress.
No, you're not. You're not my mistress. Don't fucking go there, all right? Don't. Jenny, I'm scared now. Are you coming forward? But yeah, sorry guys. I was memorized by this. Yeah, so this has to be the most best shot of Area 51 you're going to get to date, and whether or not they actually take it down, I don't know. Probably. But yeah, go check it out. Uncanny Expeditions YouTube channel on Area 51. Absolutely fascinating. And so he was up near like Tickapoo Peak, which is like one area where it actually has a it's got this camera facing down on this pole, and it's apparently is a weather station. But he managed to find like another location where this is 26 miles away. He's actually zooming into 26 miles away. It's incredible. So yeah, go check it out. Uncanny Expeditions. Absolutely fantastic YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about Bonnie Blue a little bit. Oh yeah, by the way, I did find an AI that can put pretty much like anyone's voice on there. I could just do a reproduce my voice, but actually the ability to actually read and stuff like that, you know. Hey, Ashammers, nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. They did, the bastards. I couldn't believe it. Everyone went no, and it's just so bloody annoying. Oh, Science Evidence Fringe. Yeah, there you are, man. Yeah, nice to see you. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I think anyone else in chat I haven't said hello to. Hey, Dixon Cox. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm still fun now. Oh dear. But yeah, no, thanks to everyone coming back in chat. Honestly, it's much appreciated. Might be yeah, hugs to you, brother, as well. Much love. Might be careful. What should I do? Oh my god! The thing is, I was like, oh, I'll just play this documentary, it'd be fine. I think it'd be okay. Right. Okay. I tell you what. Body Blue is up on my screen at the moment. She did an interview with Heretic. Guys, listen to Heretic or watch Heretic. Okay, fuck it. Right. If the stream happens to go down again, I will pop back up. And I will say, did someone say fair use? What's the thing you normally say for like YouTube? It's like, this is for educational purposes. This is like fair use material. Educational purposes. Okay, I remember that. I must put like a banner out. Oh, interesting. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll bear that in mind, actually. I won't do it now. I'll do it for the next show. But I will mention, yeah, like Stephen Cambion does. Yeah. Yeah, the code science. Yeah, it's honestly like, for instance, I was watching Goof on Rich, and I notice when he goes, am I muted? Am I muted? Okay, hopefully not. No, I think I'm all right. Education, yeah, the stuff I talk about. But I noticed with Rich from Goofon, if you go through like landscape view, which is this at the moment, to normal like the shorts, that sort of slim screen, you actually get more views. Oh yeah, sorry, mate. Half the time I look through chat, I'm like, am I muted? What's going on there? But yeah, I know when it comes to content, I don't know, man. It's so tricky. But anyway, if the stream happens to go down, don't worry, I'll come back up. So let's get to today's topic. For Christ's sake. What's this? I want to suggest an in-depth show about the talented, brilliant Jimmy. Oh yeah, I've read that guy before. Yeah, who did a UFO LP back in 1969. He wrote about being abducted by aliens and he went missing, never found, vanished, never seen again. Oh right, I tell you what, let me just write that down because there's one. I tell you, should we just do that now? Fuck it. I tell you what, you just give me a good idea, Benjamin Man of Music. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna write that guy's name down because someone put an old UFO photograph and I couldn't really find out where it came from. Let's bring it up. It was okay. Let's bring this up. Let's have a look. It's a bit bigger. Okie dokie, guys. Right, check this out. Someone put this in chat. I can't remember who put this in chat or the comment section. And it's to do with this, the Paul Villa photo and contact case. Excuse me, my apologies. I need a drink. Remember these photographs? We'll get to that in a minute. I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me gulping and bloody burping. So yes, this is a UFO sighting taking place in Albuquerque, New Mexico, United States, on June the 16th, 1963. This is such a classic, and pretty much what I love to see in ufology is photographs like this. Yeah, okay, well, it's bloody like a dinner plate, put together. Sure, okay, but nevertheless, it's part of ufology. So this photo was taken on June the 16th, 1963. The occupants of the UFO permitted Villa to take permitted Villa to take photos of their ship, which posed and hovered close to the surface between 2 and 4 p.m. while he took various shots, Nick, of the craft framed by the trees in the foreground. He used a Japanese-made camera with a f4.67 75mm lens loaded with a 120 Kodak film. Okay, that's quite specific. So yeah, this is the photographs. There we go. Okay, right, we get to the first one. This is pretty good. Sorry if I can't zoom in, but you get the idea. Oh, thank you, man. Michael, yeah, thank you so much. $5. Love the show. Oh, brother, thank you so much, man. That is much appreciated. Thank you. Oh my god, I got a donation. Oh, thank you. Yeah, welcome on in. I think you're new in chat, man. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, thank you so much. That is much appreciated. No, I won't spend it on weed. No, I need to get a new microphone to make the quality sound better. But yeah. But no, thank you so much. That is much appreciated. Honestly, I can be as philosophical there. Much appreciated. There you go. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, 60s UFOs all seem to be chrome car filter covers. Yeah, they got a very same similarity to their actual appearance, I have to admit. But no, thank you again. It's much appreciated. And thanks for loving the show. Much appreciated. Half the time I don't really know what to say. Honestly, guys, if if you're struggling, you don't have to give me money. But any donations is much appreciated. Honestly, deepest down to my heart. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, much appreciated. I think I said that about 7 times. But anyway, let's go back to this. So this was taken once again on the same day, 16th of June, 1963. This was taken a couple of years later, 1965. Do you want to see the best one? Check this out. Fuck it. I got to save that. Hold on. I'm going to show. Should we just get a zoomed in shot for this one? Look. Let's bring this up. Oh, no, I can't. Bollocks. Okay, never mind. All right, forget about it. But yeah, I find that hilarious. Look at that. And obviously the car filter chrome appearance, but they always got bloody landing legs. Look at it. I don't know. It looks like something like crutches. Would you for like crutches for legs or something like that? So yeah, this was apparently a contactee sighting back in the day. Look, I'm not going to read all the way through it, but if you want to read this case file yourself, like I said, I thought, oh, can I just dedicate a whole episode to it? And I thought, do you know what? A lot of these cases, I'm going to be honest, is kind of, Jenny, what would you say this photograph? Hold on, listen to the photograph. Jenny might help me out here. Jenny, darling.
Hi, Nick.
Hi. What would you say about this photograph?
Fake and gay.
Thank you very much. Yes, she said it. I didn't say that. She said that. What was that again?
Fake and gay.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah. I got so many things here. Hold on. Got another dirty one? No. We'll save it. We'll save it in due course. But yeah, when you find these photographs, I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit too far-fetched. And like I mentioned before, guys, when you look at old books like this, which you would find a lot of these photographs in here, there's a lot of like made-up stories that don't really go anywhere, and it seems to have a very common theme, I should say, when it comes to stories of ufology, especially back in the 50s and 60s. I'm going to show you a photograph here that you've probably seen before. Another contactee in this was in midday in Rhode Island. Yes, sorry, went out of frame there. Yeah, Rhode Island. Disc-shaped metallic object, very familiar to or shut up, Nick. But yeah, this is you just don't see anymore. We don't see photographs like this. You know what I mean? But there is a story with it. If you actually read it, it's like, oh, I was contacted. Same with Billy Meyer. I was contacted by these extraterrestrials. They took me up in their craft, and I saw Jupiter and Mars. Again, we have more photographs from back in the day. Yeah, good stuff. Honestly, I love photographs like this because, like I said, this sort of side of ufology, it's a bit nostalgic for me. Anyway, so yeah, enough of that. So that is called the Paul Villa photo and contact case. There you go. So go check that out. There is one website if you want to go check out. There's loads, and I mean loads, of UFO sightings for the past 100 years, and it's this right here. Oh yeah, that's where I found the dragonfly UFO. Yeah, this page here. I think this might be it. I hope there's no porn stuff that comes up. Might be it, is that it? Okay, all right, forget about it. Wrong website. Right, forget about that. And let's bring up something else. Let's bring up the documentary. So this is for educational purposes. And we are here, what would Cambion say? 100% fake and gay. Something like that. I don't know. Where's the documentary? Is that it? No. There we go. Let's bring it up. So, yes, this is what I originally wanted to show you first of all. I might pause it now and then just to sort of, beat the algorithm, so to speak. And yeah, Yeah. Hey, Ray Clay too. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. What's this good song? I'm back. See how I missed chat, but yeah, nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. I got the munchies. Yeah, me too. Flipping out. Terrible. I think I got Star Dog or Alien Dog, one of the two. Oh, mate, get the one with bacon in it. Even better, go to a butcher's or like a farm where they actually make it properly. And oh my god, there's a local farm where I go get my meat. And I tell you what, out of this world. I don't mind spending the extra money for it, but whoo, yeah, quiche, making me hungry now, mate. Hey, Girth Brooks, nice to see you. I Girth Brooks, yeah, that's it. Yeah, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Hi all. A good topic. Found something interesting. All right, cool. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a bit entertaining. Bear in mind, I was suspended about 20 minutes ago. So anyway, guys, let's go through our time machine to 1995 to this documentary right here called UFO Factor. For the love of Christ, YouTube, if you're watching, please don't suspend my live stream again. If the stream does go down, I'll be back as quickly as I can with the title YouTube You Pricks. So yes, I could get to 420 as well. Yes, indeed. So the whole point of yes. Oh, pork pies, mate. I tell you what, with pork pies, I don't like is the jelly shit in it. Is the fat puts me off, mate. But like I said, if you go to a butcher's, get it properly, the fat tastes a bit different. It's a bit of flavour. The ones in the supermarket taste like shit. See, I always go off talking about food because I did 420 before the show and I do have munchies. I have to admit, since the beginning of the year, I've been pretty good with my sugar intake and I tell you what, right? So for going off topic, everyone says to me recently, right? They go, "Oh, do you know what, Nick? You know, you lost weight," and I'm like, I'm not joking. I was offended by that. Let me explain. So, beginning of the year, I was a bit chonky. I had a bit of podge to me, and I thought I want to put that fat into muscle. But the thing is, I didn't go to the gym as much. I didn't lift weights, but I did a shit load of cardio. So now it's been 7 months, and people are going, "Oh yeah, you look so much better. You lost the weight. You look more toned." I'm like, that's the complete opposite of what I wanted to achieve in the first place. But I have to admit, the missus says, "Look, you're in best shape you've ever been," and we've been together like nearly 13 years. So, no, I feel better as well for it. Well, I couldn't believe I was a bit offended by it. It's like, I don't want to lose weight. I want to put on. I should be bulkier, but it makes sense. I don't do weightlifting enough. I need to intake my calories. I think I'm not eating enough because I'm a bit like anal when it comes to what I eat. Fucking anal. I don't say that. So like, I see a bit of chocolate. I'm like, I can't have that. Can't have crisps. Can't all that sort of stuff. But anyway, talk about food again and diet. Pathetic. Let's get back to this. So this is for educational purposes and entertainment. And many thanks to this YouTube channel, which is called UFO VHS 404. Many thanks. You only have 77 subscribers, and I hope this will popularize and make your channel more worthy. I think it's worth giving you a shout out. Please don't suspend my channel. All right, let's do this. Let's go back to 1995.
It was shot by a
Something else. Okay, is it loud enough? Right. Yes, that 90s music. Sorry, guys, I don't think it's loud enough. Hey, German UFOs. Golf-free sighting. Okay, just gonna skip ahead. The music's really jiggy. Hell yeah. I know I love the music too, but I'm afraid of copyright, Sophia. I would play it all the way through. Honestly, these 90s documentaries will have like pretty some like jamming music. I absolutely love it. Hopefully it's not too loud. Certainly is. Turn it down a bit. UFO Factor. So I was 5 or 6 years old at this time. I'm just going to skip ahead 2 seconds.
Satellites and space laboratories have borne scientists and electronic instruments above the turbulent layers of the Earth's atmosphere.
Okay.
For 25 years, the radio telescope has been probing space over enormous distances.
I'll put it in the description, Sophia. Hey, Mark G, nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. Nice to see you.
We have discovered radiation belts, pulsars, quasars, and black holes.
There you go, Sophia.
Scientists are now convinced that we are not alone in the universe.
How's it going, Mark G? Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Love the music. .420 music. Wells everywhere like that. My cat's looking at me like that. What plays that music? It is very hypnotizing. It's the 90s, baby.
The UFO phenomenon provides crucial evidence to support this claim. Alien civilizations may have been monitoring us for over 3,000 years.
Fake and gay.
Oh, no, shut up. Get out of there.
This Egyptian papyrus describes a luminous display which startled the armies of Thutmose III. The Greeks and Romans, too, observed UFOs, and the curiosity they aroused during the Renaissance is evident from engravings and newspaper accounts of the time. The miniaturist hand laser illustrates...
Yeah. I mean, this is quite interesting. Okay, we've got the balls of light, I gather, like the orbs or spheres we're seeing at the moment. Is that flipping like Germans and Knights Cross there or something like that? It's the Germans again. And this, I mean, you could say motherships. One would say Tic Tacs. I mean, it looks like flipping pillars to me, doesn't it? But this is back in, I think it was like 15th century.
The Nuremberg sighting of 1561.
Oh, Nuremberg, okay.
Five years later, the Basel Gazette reported that at the hour of sunrise, many big black balls were seen in the air, traveling at great speeds toward the sun, then crashing into one another as if they were fighting. A great number of them became red and inflamed before being extinguished.
Oh, nice.
Closer to the 20th century,
hey, Marcus.
we
nice
find more specific accounts of weird airships. But not until 1947 was the popular term of flying saucer coined. When
hey, TTs, nice to see you. Welcome on in.
Fantastic phenomena
Battles in the sky, yeah.
Be manufactured objects from outer space.
I am not going there.
Photographs of UFOs flood in from all over the world. Many are hoaxes, like this picture of a hubcap. But the public is on the verge of panic. The U.S. Air Force instigates a commission of inquiry, Project Blue Book. a bulky report is published. Its conclusion?
Yeah, so remember Project, I got pause it. Project Blue Book obviously was the sorry, I'm just skinning up at the moment. Was the government program to look into UFOs, but more or less dismiss all UFO sightings as being like swamp gas, birds. It's just to sort of dismiss any UFO sightings. And eventually, J. Allen Heinrich, interesting figure himself, came into the program, and his whole perspective changed on the subject. That he came in as a skeptic and then left as pretty much as a believer. So yeah, Project Blue Book is pretty much like Arrow, like today, the Automain Anomaly Revolution Office. Meh.
The UFO phenomenon is not worthy of scientific investigation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't see these photographs anymore.
According to the Air Force, all UFOs can be accounted for in terms of man-made objects or natural occurrences. A lenticular cloud can look like a flying saucer.
That's true. It can do. All right, good down.
So can northern lights, created by the electrical particles which constitute solar wind.
Sorry.
Not to mention lightning balls and the like.
So I ruined that then.
Our sky is crisscrossed continually with aircraft, weather balloons, space research devices, barium clouds. But what should we believe when there seems to be no available logical explanation for the claims of reliable witnesses?
Yeah,
This
take
is
it.
the question
Yeah,
Dr. J. Allen Hynek began to ask himself. Dr. Hynek is an astronomer. While acting in his official capacity as scientific advisor to the U.S. Air Force, he found himself obliged to revise his attitude to UFOs drastically.
Is this 1995? Seems older than this.
This device is certainly food for the imagination.
Oh, that
But
is like a
man-made
look already. That looks like a severe, doesn't it?
objects move
seen
in a
today.
predictable fashion. Balloons, for instance, follow the prevailing wind. When in doubt, an investigator can check with the meteorological office for the dates and times of balloon launchings and
Would
for
do.
details of wind directions.
That's real.
More recently, space rockets have begun to make spectacular re-entries into the atmosphere. Obviously, it is not hard to be fooled. Yet, there remain a good 100,000
Oh, right, really?
reports
Oh,
of
nice.
UFO sightings.
Yeah, the
which
spiky
continue
ball.
to
Yeah.
baffle scientists.
Nothing that big though.
Dr.
Don't
Hynek, the dean of
stop,
American ufologists, established a system of classifying UFO reports which has since been generally adopted. Firstly, we have UFOs observed from far away. These may be further divided into lights seen at night.
Yeah, I did
Objects which
I
have been
caught
detected by radar.
I caught something like that the other day if you zoomed in. But the thing is, I've got a crappy 1080p Panasonic camera. It's in like a real cheapish, about 200 quid. But once you zoomed in, it gets really pixelated, and it's kind of hard to find a decent camcorder unless you're going to get something that's probably like worth $1,000 or 700 quid. Because once you zoom in, it loses the Bob. It loses the focus on it, and it kind of looks like a plasma orb. That's one thing I did notice. Yes, please smash the like button. Be much appreciated. But yeah, it depends on the camera, really.
As well as being observed by
Right,
one or
I'm
more
gonna go
witnesses,
420.
and discs seen during the day. The second group comprises encounters with closer objects, close encounters of the first kind, less than 150 yards away, close encounters of the second kind. Physical traces are left. Close encounters of the third kind, occupants have been observed. Let's look first at sightings made from a distance. Here is a good example of a daylight disk photographed by Mr. and Mrs. Trent in 1950. Dr. Hynek's method of analysis gives predominance to sightings corroborated by more than one witness. The documents, which you will see now, were almost all confirmed by several observers, sometimes completely independent of one another. A strikingly similar UFO was snapped in 1954 by a French pilot.
Need the P100, right?
This
Is that the
film is a
Panasonic?
classic of its kind. Let's take another look at those luminous balls in slow motion. This
Balls?
document has been examined by various experts.
Oh, Nikon.
Their
Nikon.
carefully weighed conclusion is that the shining spheres could not possibly be aircraft reflecting the sun, nor any other known objects.
Oh yeah, Nikon and Canon. Yeah, I'm more of a Fuji person, to be honest with you. I quite like the Fuji. They got more of a sharper, clearer picture, in my opinion.
A remarkable number of reports come from highly responsible people. In this case,
awesome.
several air traffic controllers observed.
Yeah, because there's one thing I TTs, if I call you that. I do time lapse videos, and I use a Insta360 Ace Pro 2. Excuse me, and that's running 24/7. It picks up the night good, but I also do like daytime. I film the trails in the sky. Can't say the word, but obviously I need something that's going to focus in on the plane a lot. But I quite like to do night vision, and I know it comes at a price. I know, especially night vision binoculars, and to even record it. You're gonna. I mean, me and Rebecca were talking about this. I think through email, I believe, something to do with telescopes and binoculars. Yeah, it was telescopes. It was. It comes at a price. You need to invest in something really decent to capture something really close up. I mean, we see a lot of balls of light in the sky, but it's only from a very, very tiny perspective. But if you can get like a really good camera, I mean, it's a very rarity we actually get the opportunity to actually film the actual ball of light itself. Because yeah, it does have sort of structures and sort of like a bloody plasma effect, I guess. But again, if you're willing to invest money on the decent equipment, it's worth doing. But yeah, night vision. I think that's my next step to do 100%. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for the if the documentary is a little bit boring. I was really struggling to. I didn't really prepare anything. I've been like sorting out with work and everything like that. But yeah, well, we can entertain ourselves. But yeah, come 420 with me and have a
the
good drink.
nocturnal light through binoculars. It proceeded to split in two and then to perform aerial acrobatics, apparently oblivious to the strong wind which
Oh,
was
really?
blowing.
Oh, check out your channel, TTs.
Other UFO witnesses include radar technicians, pilots, police and army officers, astronauts and scientists, even astronomers. These nocturnal lights in boomerang formation were observed sweeping over a small town by several separate groups of people. Here's another film from the wave of flying saucer sightings, which continued through the 1950s.
Yeah,
it was
wasn't
shot by
that?
a Navy photographer. No logical explanation for the white discs has ever been found.
Yeah, that footage. I'm not too sure whether or not that's actually birds reflecting in the sunlight, and I have seen that, especially like seagulls, and especially like a big white bird, it will give off this effect, especially when it hits the sunlight in one certain direction, the perspective of it. But this, I'm not. The footage is so grainy, isn't it? When we look at
The
it.
vertical bar was printed onto the film by the Air Force to facilitate analysis of the object's flight angles.
Yeah, I'll check your channel out. I'll love
The
to see
Air
your
Force
stuff, man.
added these views of seagulls as an explanation. Yet the sunlight
Thank you.
flickers
Oh, that's a
violently
seagull.
on the
That's a
wings of
bird.
the birds, and the flight patterns have little in common.
There you
The
go.
comparison does not help us to identify the phenomenon.
Oh, thank you, Sophia. Thank you.
Above all, the main witness is adamant that the spheres he observed bore no resemblance to anything he
Oh,
had
okay.
previously seen during his career as an aerial photographer.
Hey, Gobstopper, nice to see you, brother. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good week.
This frame is all that remains of a film shot by Corporal Ralph Mayer and confiscated by the Air Force.
Yeah, the manual focus. Yeah, I could do that actually.
The UFO in this publicity photograph of a Martin B-57 prototype was only picked up on processing. We can use the same photo to illustrate the famous 1952 case of the American base at Davis Monthan.
Okay, mate. All right, I'll go check that out.
Two bright discs intercepted a B-36 and stayed in formation with it for 20 seconds. The terror-stricken crew requested permission to land immediately.
Oh,
9
right,
members
okay.
of base personnel also witnessed the UFOs from the ground.
That's good fun. It can be a bit
The
boring,
official report
Rebecca.
on this case disappeared mysteriously.
I mean,
Government representatives have...
a lot of people don't really have patience for it, but honestly, since doing my time-lapse videos about 3 years ago on Rumble and really doing my trailer analysis videos, I've actually become really fascinated with the sky and clouds, and yeah, just the whole nature side of it. I'm just purely fascinated. It's probably the same with what Sophia would say as well. It's just, I just get pleasure out of it, and it just makes me happy, puts a smile on my face. I just find the whole aspect of clouds interesting. Yeah, welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. But yeah, use your phone if you want to. There's plenty of apps. Just click record, basically. Yeah, Foo Fighters. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Have I done a video on Foo Fighters? Might have done. Might have done a live stream. Might have been the first one I did. But hey, UFO Arc, nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. Up that. I see what I mean. Your thumbnail right there is what I want as a crystal clear video footage. Is the plane zoomed in so I can see a spray nozzle and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, welcome on in, UFO Arc. That's. Did you take that photograph yourself? I'm really curious because yeah, we're all talking about cameras at the moment. Yeah, but yeah, no, Foo Fighters, mate. Really interesting. I might do like a follow up on that. Might do. We'll see.
Often gone as far as suppressing UFO evidence, but the exact scale of the cover-up operation is hard to judge.
Oh, you did? Oh, Kodak. Oh, could you? Because I film basically planes doing the spraying and all that sort of stuff. What sort of what Kodak is it, if you mind me asking? Because I'm looking to invest on a new camera, film camera, preferably. But yeah, I keep on hearing Kodak's pretty good, or Canon. But like I said, I'm a Fuji guy. Fuji's got a certain look to it. It's got a very sharpness. Got a camera with a mental zoom, Panasonic. Yeah, everything's changed. Do you know, there's not a lot of camcorders. I might have to go get the camera itself. I will look it up. Give me 1 minute. Oh yeah, thank you, UFO Arc. Much appreciated. There's a few people in chat who's looking into cameras. Right, let's do this. Up before 20. Sound Pakistani then.
This Brazilian Navy vessel was on an oceanographic research mission. 48 witnesses observed the UFO from the deck. It had a metallic appearance with a halo of greenish phosphorescent vapor. The Brazilian government guaranteed the authenticity of the photographs and stood behind the witnesses. "30 people observed this disk in New Mexico. The object was also picked up on radar.
Oh, mental. I've always said metal.
The number of witnesses is of paramount importance when considering the authenticity of a UFO photograph. When the photographer was on his own, as in this case, we have only his word. According to Rex Heflin, the dome left behind a ring of
Bloody
smoke,
Germans!
which he was able to photograph. Two good color photographs now. In each case, there were 6 witnesses. UFOs do not always look like spaceships. The variety of shapes, colors, and textures is extraordinary. The pulsating lights illustrated in this animation sequence suggest the presence of a strong magnetic field. Many researchers consider that the propulsion system of UFOs may be linked to their ability to create an electromagnetic field.
Yeah, winter nights can be a bit of a bastard, I have to admit. And to be honest with you, we don't get like a lot of clear nights. Well, we do sometimes, but now is a perfect time to do a bit of sky watching. Oh, that's all right, man. No worries. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, if you need to go, man. Yeah. Well, thanks for popping on in. But yeah, always put a comment or always get back to me.
It is 1965.
Yeah, much appreciated, man. But
Ed
yeah,
White is the first American
we'll be
who
going
walked
live
in
for another
space.
like 45 minutes. But yeah, thanks for popping in, man. Much appreciated. Yes,
During
that's
the
the
space
altitude.
program, many photographs of UFOs were taken.
Bit of filter frame.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
however, these NASA documents are not accompanied by circumstantial.
Paul, could you put the camera again? Was it the Nikon P100, wasn't it? I think it was. Because that's a camera, isn't it? I guess it still films, isn't it? If I remember rightly. I need to film it. I don't really want to take a picture, but I suppose those cameras can do both things. Not too sure. Technology's changed since like 15 years ago.
Reports.
Yeah.
Astronauts
Pretty
Jim
much.
McDivitt,
And AI.
Frank Borman, and Neil Armstrong openly claimed that they had seen UFOs in space, as well as several others, including Russian cosmonauts. In many cases, NASA could not come up with any explanation. Also in 1965,
Oh, a ski shooter. Oh, I
the
see
Canadian
these. Yeah.
Film Board crew happened to be on the spot when this mysterious object appeared in the sky.
Oh, that's clearly a balloon.
It is the clouds and the camera which are moving. The object remained stationary and was seen by dozens of people over a period of several hours. Its size was fantastic. Nobody has been able to identify it.
It depends on like where you are. I mean, I'm based in Southwest, and I'm kind of more or less on the coastline, so you do get your like influx of like dry. Well, I say dry, like even like humidity weather and all that. But yeah, it's sky watching is hit and miss, especially throughout the summer. You know, it's. I mean, I film 24/7 with my time lapse, but I'd say it's a rarity. You get clear blue skies, but when you do, take it. And face it in the north direction, because sometimes the sun gives off like solar flares. And I think I caught the aurora twice, actually. I'll bring it up in a minute. Right, let's carry on.
Disappeared as if it had swung into another dimension.
I was thinking about going to do like a Billy Maher episode, and I thought, you know what?
We are
I
still
don't want
in
to
the
take the piss out of you
Canadian
guys.
West.
You're better than
One
that.
evening in July, 3 men were returning
We're all better than
home
that.
from a weekend devoted to mineral prospecting. Suddenly, an object appeared in the sky. Warren Smith took 2 photos.
Okay,
The
cool,
first one
cool.
shows the
Sweet.
classical flying saucer shape of 2 pie plates, one on top of the other. Then the object went out of sight behind trees to reappear rising vertically towards the south. Smith quickly made a second exposure.
Rebecca, get like a chair so you can lay back on, so you can look up, because otherwise you
The
get a stiff
UFO
neck.
phenomenon is multifarious. There is
Oh,
perhaps
brilliant.
a natural explanation for
Gotta
this
write that
luminous
down.
mass. But where do all the metallic-looking objects come from?
Oh, thank you,
Like the
UFO Arc.
virus
Much
attacking
appreciated.
an organism, they are challenging our concepts and disturbing our environment.
1, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the
Okay,
hour.
awesome. Thank you, UFO Arc. That's much appreciated. I'll go check that out. Awesome.
Tower clear.
Yeah, light pollution as well.
In
Thank you.
1969,
Thank you,
the
wankers.
American government put an end to its Project Blue Book. In this year, too, man made an old dream a reality. On July 20th, in the course of the
I
longest
like the winter
night,
months as well.
3
Yeah.
lone men cut the umbilical cord linking us to Mother Earth for the first time. But walking on the moon was only a beginning.
Okay, sweet. I'll write that
Probes
down
have
as well.
since visited
Cheers,
other
Paul.
planets, and one day we will explore other stars. Maybe other intelligent beings have already responded to the same urge.
Cheers, Paul. Thank you, mate.
We know that some planetary systems are millions of years older
I've
than
definitely
ours.
seen that one, yeah, in that video.
Perhaps the
Yeah.
galaxy has already been colonized by means of a technology infinitely more advanced than our own. Interstellar traffic may be heavier than today's air traffic over the United States.
Yeah, that warmed me up. Definitely.
The
Oh,
crew
brilliant.
of the Apollo
cheers.
11 mission would also see things. After
See.
their first day in space, Armstrong and Aldrin observed a strange object traveling
Well,
slowly
thank you so
between
much,
their
brother.
rocket
Thank you.
and the moon. It was huge and L-shaped, but no photograph of it has been published.
Oh, dear. Jenny? Jenny there?
Fake and gay.
Ah, yeah, there. All right. That's it.
60 seconds. Lights on.
I have to admit, I do like the cold winter morning. Being a gardener, you get used to all weathers, really.
Forward.
Yes, very
Forward.
true. Very true.
Let's
You heard that one,
imagine
did you?
that when we landed on the moon, the local population had been lined up to welcome us. What would we have done? We would probably have said, "Take me to your leader," and attempted to make some official contact, if at all possible.
I'm just going to go halfway through this documentary, and then we'll probably just I'll probably finish up in a minute, and we'll play the rest on the next show. I was going to say there, yeah, honestly, I can remember when they changed the term UAP, well, UFO to UAP. I was actually speaking to my chiropractor at the time. Remember that because he was getting used to interested in UFOs and stuff, and yeah, like a massive nothing burger, wasn't it? But I use UFO. I never use UAP. That's a very Pentagon UFO governmental term. You know, they say, "Oh, yes, take the stigma out of UFOs and call it UAP." It's like, no, it's always been UFO. Let's take the stigma out of the topic and let's put UFO actually on the map and take the stigma out of it. Because again, it's same with news outlets and other TV programs, especially mainstream media programs that are shown in the UK today, just demonize the topic. You know, those UFOs, all those wacky people, conspiracy theorists, you know, they always played some fucking X-Files music, some spooky music, and got a lady that they picked up from flipping Glastonbury, dressed like a flipping hippie, sitting down on the sofa with Philip Schofield with a bloody blow up alien doll. It's like, yeah, that's not helping ufology. That's England, isn't it? You know, I think America's probably a little bit different. But yeah, I went on a rant there, didn't I? But yeah, I totally agree in terms of the changing their own psyop, 100%. But we all know it's a psyop.
Here we have one of the profoundly disturbing aspects of the UFO phenomenon. Their occupants, in general, make
it was the
no
leader.
effort to enter into contact. On the contrary, they seem rather to avoid it systematically.
413 is in.
Oh, is this the moon landing? Okay.
We copy you down, Eagle. Listen.
And close to Earth, this impressive, big, misshapen object. The astronauts of the Skylab project also saw UFOs. The Skylab 2 crew observed an extremely bright round object rotating on itself.
It's Maria Orsic.
Here, a shape which is suggestive of a vehicle with lights.
Yeah,
In
it's
the
like the.
70s now.
Do you know what that looks like? The Starlink satellite, isn't it? Looks just like it. Oh, maybe the Starlink satellite is Jenny, darling. What would you say the Starlink satellite might possibly be?
Fake and gay.
Absolutely. So that might be a disguise for the fact that the Starlink satellite could be,
Fake and gay.
but could also be. I don't know why I clicked that again. It could also be a cover up for what it could be, just like extraterrestrials. I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to make a funny thing, but anyway.
In Montreal, Michel Ambeau saw this squadron of lights over the St. Lawrence.
Yeah, she's in the background. I'm paying her this time.
This object
That's fake and
projected
gay.
truncated shafts of light, frequently observed elsewhere as well. The shafts of light have the amazing capacity to lengthen and retract
Oh,
at a
Sophia.
rate visible
Oh,
to
thank
the
you so
human eye.
much. Oh, that's much appreciated. Oh God, everyone's so kind today. Honestly, I am prepared for the show. I don't feel like I've earned it. But honestly, yeah, Sophia, thank you so much. I know you're new to the channel, but honestly, you're essential addition to our chat, to our community. Which honestly, guys, it's because of you. It's why I keep doing the show. You keep rocking up every week. We have a good time. We've got a nice community here. You know, we get the occasional dickhead that pops in, but you guys know, I trust your judgment to kick them out and all that. But yeah, that's what I like about. We've got our own little community, which is awesome. It's yeah, it brings warmth to my heart. And no, thank you for the donation. Honestly, it's much appreciated. It's been an emotional stream. I got banned. All right, don't play victim, Nick. That's your fault. You knew you were gonna get bloody banned and suspended if you played Discovery Channel. I was sat there like, I wonder if I'm going to get suspended. And everyone was like, no. It's like, Nick, you're gone. But no, honestly, thank you, Sophia. Yeah. And also, you give me some inspiration to set up in fact, that time-lapse channel that I had, that was like 2 years ago, I think, or like last year. And I got back into it again. But yeah, thank you so much. It's much appreciated. And yeah. Thank you. I don't know what to say, honestly. I'm very humbled.
In Switzerland, a professional photographer and two friends watched this object suspended in the air. This bizarre trajectory was photographed near Kansas City in 1975. On the very same evening, at the same time, 10:45 on November 10th, a geophysicist noticed an unusual geomagnetic disturbance recorded by his instrument.
Yeah, thank you, Sophia.
Let's take a look now at
farts.
two exceptional documents. First, a film shot in California from a helicopter.
The thing is with people back in the day, especially in the 70s, I think this is way before 1995. It's got to be. This must be like 70s, late 70s or something like that. A lot of people were misidentifying what they're actually seeing in the sky because UFOs was, regarded they were in the public eye in the 1950s. But then you find a lot of photographs that I've been showing in my books and what you're seeing here are from the 60s and probably around about this time period. So people didn't really know what they've seen in the sky. And bear in mind, there was a massive hype in ufology in the 1960s and 70s as well. And I think a bit like today, new people are looking up in the sky, which is great. That's fantastic. But at the same time, I think a lot of people can misidentify stuff. Look, I made a typical example. I uploaded a video on Alien Addict when I saw this big ball of light come forward over my area. And through analysis, I thought it might have been the ISS, and I did track it, and it actually turned out in my observation, it was the ISS. But there are other things saying, well, it was a little bit off course when I tracked the actual satellite itself. So there's many different things I can say wasn't it, but from my estimation, it most likely was the ISS. And I still make mistakes today, and I'm always willing to accept I'm going to be wrong at some point. That's the whole point of like sky watching. So I think even like it is today, what we're seeing back then in the 70s, people didn't really know what they were seeing. Another typical example, when I uploaded my chem video the other day, I took a video of a plane and it hit the sun on a right angle and it literally glowed like a massive ball of light. And I captured it for about 2 seconds and I did it on repeat in the video, and you can see it, and it would fool anybody. Trust me on that one. It fooled me. It comes like where the plane hits the sun on the right perspective, on the right angle. It produces like this huge, massive ball of light that encapsulates the whole plane. So it's stuff like that people just kind of misidentify. But I'm not saying that there are actual sightings out there that are legit. I'm not talking about Jeremy Corbell's footage here.
By a professional cameraman filming postal scenes. It lasts only 12 seconds.
Pretty much my sex life, really, isn't it? We do have a nice community here. We absolutely do. We should be out on a Friday.
Silvery metallic object B.
Get you here with me.
Superstructure bathed in sunlight, moving at a speed of 160 miles per hour. It is not a balloon, and quite obviously not a
We've
cloud.
gone to the right place, Sophia. Go to the right place. Yeah, we certainly are. 420 family. Just got to get hidden on the show. I think he will pop on at some point.
A television crew was shooting a car commercial in Guatemala when a fantastic object erupted into the sky over the city. It was observed by many witnesses. The cameraman's reflexes were good. Without stopping to think, he panned his video camera skyward.
Ooh. Oh, did it suggest it to you, did it? Oh, that's good. Jenny, I swear to God, you have to behave yourself,
In this
darling,
remarkable document, a fantastic happening
explodes
the routine of daily
can't have
life
you say
with
naughty things.
Hello
spectacular
to everyone in
unexpectedness.
chat. My name is Jenny,
Stunned,
and
unable
I
to
am
believe
Nick's
their
mistress.
eyes, passers
No,
by in the
you're
busy
not,
streets of
mistress.
Guatemala's
Shut
capital
up.
city craned their necks
This
for
whole
a last
situation
glimpse
is
of
fake
the
and gay.
UFO.
I swear to
Here
God.
it is again in slow motion. The original videotape was transferred to 16mm film, which accounts for the flickering lines in the picture.
It's very trippy music. I don't think it's 90s. It can be. I think it's earlier than that. It says 1995 on the actual documentary itself. Synth City. Sounds like it. Must be that 70s weed. Not as strong like it is today, but yeah, it's doing its job. Streets of Fire. Oh, all back in the day. All right. It's good that you stuck around, Rebecca. That's awesome. Jenny playing her. She's playing up again. Jenny, behave yourself, darling.
This film is real. The object we see is real, like thousands of others. But one question remains
Hey,
unanswered.
I watch YouTube.
What are they?
I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, in regards to that question, yeah, welcome on in. I watch YouTube. Yeah, it's nice to see you. I think you're new to the channel. I always ask this question to like the normie people. I know a lot of normie people from like my boot camp and gym and all that. I always ask them about UFOs and aliens, and to be honest with you, they just don't give a shit. Well, I mean, England. I mean, look, England's in a really bad place at the moment. When you talk about aliens, I think more or less people dismiss it. Even if you did put the threat narrative and say, well, what if aliens actually come to this planet and then attack us and then might be hostile? They're like, yeah. Put your tinfoil hat on, you know. So the perspective is different to the person's. That's just my opinion on that one. I've always asked that question, you know, because people ask me, says, "Oh, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I run a UFO channel on YouTube, talk about UFOs and aliens." And then they ask me the question, and then I'll ask the question back, saying, "What's your thought on aliens and all that?" And I'll put that threat narrative, which has been put out in ufology at the moment. And honestly, people just don't give a shit. I think they've got more important things to do on their time. I think, like I said, everyone's busy with technology, gadgets, and gizmos, you know, unless you're really interested in the subject, you know, and sort of delve in like we do. But scared, I don't know. It depends on the threat narrative, isn't it? We'll see in the near distant future. But no, welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. Hey, Solid Snake, 665. Nice to see you, man. It is very spooky music.
Of extraterrestrial origin?
Is that
Or are
Metal
they the
Gear
product
Solid
of some higher plane of
character?
reality,
I think they're
hitherto
bringing out a new
unsuspected
game. I
by
think my missus
science?
was talking about that. But welcome on in. Nice to see you.
Are they some kind of psychic feedback?
That
of
I
our
don't
own
know.
Unconscious?
Most likely a spiritual
Or
interdimensional
something
being,
else
most likely.
completely
But
different?
are aliens fleshy? I don't know.
Something we have not even
I don't no
dreamed
idea.
of.
You presume so, but that's like pop culture, isn't it? You know, I always like seeing an alien, like an alien grey. It just reminds me of something like really greasy, a greasy alien.
Close encounters of the second
Twice
kind
today.
occur when the UFO leaves some physical evidence on the environment.
Yeah, right. It's quite trippy, isn't it? They're doing their best. Yeah, welcome on, you man. Nice to see you.
During the night, two young girls saw a luminous mass gliding away from their farmhouse.
I think this is 70s.
The next
It must
day,
be
the
70s.
farmer discovered a circle of devastation 40 feet across in his soybean
Hey,
field.
Lou,
It had
Elizondo,
not
look, I
been
found
there the
your
previous evening.
UFO photograph. Space Mouse.
Dr. Hynek personally investigated this case. He remarked that the leaves were hanging from each plant. They were withered, as if they had been exposed to intense heat. The stalks were not broken, however, and the ground was unmarked.
Yeah, I tell you what, I want to do a follow-up on Antarctica. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot the name. Operation High Jump, and I forgot the guy's name as well. Oh my god, brain fart. It was his name. Who's the guy who went to? I forgot the bloody operation name. Oh my god, how shocking! I should know this. It's all to do with German flying saucers. Chat, help me out here. The Antarctica thing. Operation High Jump with. I can't remember his name. Shocking. Help me out here, chat. I got brain fart. Bird, yes. Richard, no, not Richard D. I was gonna say Richard D. Hall. Then what the fuck am I talking about? Admiral Byrd. That's it. Yes, and Operation High Jump and Antarctica. We'll do a follow up on that because I want to get into his diaries, which I don't think I've done on this show or Hidden Underbelly show. But yeah, so you guys know more than me. Brain fart.
Indicating that the heat had come from above, with no direct contact between the object and the plants.
Really? I got to check out your channel, man.
Here
Once
we
I
have
finish
tangible
the show, I'll
physical
check your channel out.
concrete confirmation of a sighting, which we have...
I tell you what, I find interesting. You rarely see it, but it kind of looks like these snake jellyfish things that sort of wobble through the air. They almost like it's got intelligence behind it. Not a lot of footage behind it. It might have been a natural phenomenon. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I find that really interesting because it looks like it's got some sort of intelligent life to it, the way it moves.
Missed sorely until now. Sometimes the soil may appear to have been compressed beneath a weight of several tons, or baked by incredibly intense heat. Ted Phillips has collected over 1,000 examples involving the physical effects left by UFOs.
They can probably sense it from us. They're going, oh, these people are fucked up. You know, probably makes more sense now that they don't want to come here because we keep shooting them out of the sky. And maybe what we've seen here in terms of the photographs from the 1950s and 60s might have been legit. But then the 80s and 90s came along, technology, what the military had was more advanced. And I think that the capability of actually shooting down these things, they probably went, oh, actually, no, fuck that, fuck this planet and all that. But you look at, like, for instance, the Pentuck sighting in Wales in 2016, and it looks like something that the military was actually waiting for something to appear, and eventually shot down, allegedly. So it's a tricky one, man. I forgot what I was going with that. Read that question again. Yeah, so the people, so the aliens are like, yeah, sod that. We'll get the fuck out of here. We're not getting involved with this stuff.
They include severe burns inflicted on human beings.
Skies of Fire. Oh, I'll check this one out. Is that a relatively new book, Green? Is that an old book? Skies of Fire. Something like that.
This daylight film Polaroid photograph shows the glowing ring left by a multicolored object. After the fascinated witnesses had touched the circle, they experienced a numbness in their fingers which lasted for several days. The following day, the local sheriff was on the spot and a second photograph was taken.
I thought we said fucking Virginia case. I was like, hey, did I fucking read that right?
Rain,
Virginia case, yeah, Virginia case.
Ring, it remains very soggy. A broken branch hangs from a tree. It is brittle.
You give me ideas,
it had
Rebecca.
been dead for a long time, but beneath the bark,
shows.
the wood is green.
Yes, Brazil.
1
UFO.
month later,
yeah.
The snow is thawing, making the area a marshland. The ring is still
that's
dry,
it. Yeah, the wobbly
as
snake.
delineated by the unmelted snow.
The wobbly snake.
Seeds refuse to grow in it, while the earth around it produces healthy grass. The electron microscope reveals icicle-shaped crystals, hitherto unknown.
I'm pretty sure there's a version case out there.
After 5 metallic dome shapes had been seen rising vertically from a field, 5 rings were photographed by Canadian police.
Yeah, one of these old cases, I think it might be one of these photographs, the hay is actually, or the straw itself, has been almost like gently laid down and not forced put down with a plank. I mean, bear in mind, this like 1990s was, I should say, the height of crop circles. And this is before the 90s. I can't see it's 995. I don't think it is.
Clockwise rotation.
But there were very rare reoccurrence of crop circles back in the 70s and even 80s. Like I said, it's primarily in the 90s you get to see them. Hey, Chillster. Nice to see you, man. Welcome on in. Nice to see you.
UFOs have also been reported as having stalled cars.
How's it going, man?
And
Nice to see you.
electrical power failures.
Oh, the Chupacabra. Yeah, we might do that with Hidden, actually.
November 2nd,
That's a mean Hidden show. Have a good laugh
was
about
a
that.
night to remember for police officer Fowler. At 11 p.m., he answered a telephone call from Pedro Saucedo, 4 miles out of Levelland, Texas.
Oh, hey,
where
John
he was
Scott. Nice
driving
to
a
see you.
truck with Joe Salas.
Much appreciated, brother. I'm
They
glad
had been on Highway
I'm glad it does.
116 when they saw a big flame ahead of them, a little to the right. As it approached, the engine stalled and the truck's headlights were extinguished. Saucedo further reported that when he got out to take a look, it was so hot that he threw himself on the ground. He described the UFO as a torpedo with a speed of 1,500 or 2,000 miles per hour. Officer Fowler concluded that his caller was in a state of inebriation. An hour later, the telephone rang again. A Mr. Wheeler had found himself face to face with a brightly lit egg-shaped object.
Let's see music.
5 minutes later, a car driven by Mr. Wright stalls.
Oh,
gets
yes,
out to
that
take a look
case.
under the hood.
That is saved on my YouTube thing. I managed to find a video on that. Really interesting, that sighting. There was another one in Wales as well. I think it was to do with the Welsh Triangle. I got that written down there. But yeah, some really good cases. Really, really good ones. Jenny. Right, Jenny. It's your final straw. What you got to say to the chat? I'm trying to look. I don't know. So Jenny, behave, be good.
I'm doing good. Many thanks for asking.
Okay, that's good. Okay, she's being nice. She's being nice. Right. So I'm trying to look what I'm going to click then. There's some bloody dirty ones on there.
Only then does he become aware that an oval shape
Unnecessary
is resting on
ones.
its belly in the middle of the road, bathed in a greenish-blue glow.
Oh, we'll have to do
It seems to be
Bigfoot.
made of aluminum.
Yes, absolutely.
Terrified,
I do
Wright
believe in
jumps
Bigfoot, by
back
the way.
into the car. The object
Oh my God, chat's
rises
going
almost
mental.
vertically and disappears in a fraction of a second. At midnight, Jose Alvarez tells Officer Fowler that he has just come across an object sitting in the middle of the road and noticed the same physical effects on his car.
What would you do? What would you do in that situation when you
Fowler
think you
is
got like
by
an
now-
extraterrestrial that landed in your back garden? I don't know. Call third phase of moon. I don't know. Call Haini Masan. I don't know what I would bloody do. To be honest with you. But yeah, you just don't know these days, isn't it? I tell you what, I'd love to go back to, not go back to, but go to the place where Pentuck happened. There's something called the Bowl Patch. Apparently, it's still a bit patchy, and it has some sort of like background radiation, like a bit like the what's the case called? There's a Mora case from 1964 when they got background radiation from that craft that landed, the egg-shaped craft that landed.
Now beginning to realize that something out of the ordinary is happening. He decides to send several police vehicles to the sector.
Oh,
At
hey, Joey, nice to
12:45
see you, man.
a.m.,
My favorite
another truck
alien
stalls
race,
in the face of
if there was a favorite alien race, I'm going to be honest, not because I would particularly bang this alien race. It's actually the Nordics, because they're the best looking ones. Blonde hair, blue eyes. No, hold on, that's the Aryan race. Okay, I'm going to backtrack on that one. But whoever the space aliens look like, blonde hair, blue eyed, and they're absolutely gorgeous, massive tits, banging ass, filthy personality. That one's for me. So whatever alien race is that. And I'm pretty sure they're not greys. Jenny, behave.
Suck my balls.
Right, that's it. I'm banning you from this channel. That's it.
Doggy style it is then.
No. You got to stop. You got to stop. Right, get back to the bloody documentary.
ball of fire, which changes color before taking off.
That's supposed to be a Bonnie Blue reference.
And at
I was waiting for him to
1:15
play Bonnie Blue.
Sheriff Clem and his deputy observe at 300 or 400 yards an oval light resembling a reddish sun. 3 other patrols see the object flash across the sky. A quarter of an hour later, a last truck driver, James Long, calls Officer Fowler. In all, his log records 8 distinct cases of vehicles immobilized in the presence of a UFO in a space of less than 2 hours.
Technically, we are alien when you look at it.
And that's
you know,
not all.
to another
Reports of
alien.
more sightings also came in from the surrounding district. The witnesses in the Levelland case did
Also,
not know
I don't know if you've got
one
any
another.
videos, mate. I'll
The
go check them
sightings
out.
they made were completely independent. What more conclusive evidence could we have for the reality of the UFO phenomenon? But the riddle remains unsolved.
That's a photo I'd love
Exactly
to see.
what
I'm going to
does
put that in
this
AI
cat and
so you can
mouse
generate
game
that
with
for me.
cars mean?
Oh, I've
Burning
heard about this
steam
case.
emitted by a UFO left these marks on Stefan Michalak's stomach. His gloves and clothes caught on fire. Treatment of the burns lasted 18 months. Mikulak was examined by 27 specialists, none of them able to diagnose the cause of his burns.
Really? Oh, sweet. I tell you what, I gotta check your channel out, man. That's awesome.
In this lavender field,
So is it just like a reoccurring thing you see in your garden, or is it just like a one-off, or you do some sort of like channeling or CE5? Just out of curiosity, really, to have something that fly in your garden, that's pretty impressive. I would love to see that. Absolutely, 100%. That's awesome.
in France, a
Hope you don't
close
mind me asking.
encounter of the third kind. Farmer Maurice
Yeah, the
Knox
fly
was
machines.
30
Oh
yards
yes,
away
I
from a
tell you
small
what. Sorry for pausing. That's the other case. That's going all the way back into bloody hell, like before the 18th century, I believe. I remember seeing cases of it, like these massive chariots or something like that. That'd be like, yeah, floating chariots or something like that. I like these flying machines. Yeah, ancient India. I think that might have been actually. Yeah, fascinating nevertheless. But you can trace back like UFOs for like bloody hundreds of years, because they're depicting it in cave paintings, even like normal paintings that we're seeing hanged up in like art galleries. You can pick out like UFOs and even objects in the sky. One of them, I think, it's dated back like 500 years. Is you can see this picture. I don't know if it's like this queen or something like that, and you can see someone in the background pointing up in the sky, and you can see this like. It clearly looks like a flying saucer. It's basically fascinating. And this is like 400 years ago, you know?
egg-shaped object. Two small
Humans
creatures
are
about
hybrids.
3
Yeah,
feet
technically we
tall were
are.
standing in
Really
front of the
good.
sliding door. When one of them pointed a metallic tube at the witness, he was
That's
paralyzed.
terrifying.
The humanoids climbed back on board the craft, which promptly disappeared.
It will put you in that realm. Yeah, Vendersham. That's a bit like so many different avenues. We are looking into that.
The
Me and
patch of
Hidden, we were
ground
looking
was
into
left
that.
hard, like concrete. Mass could not get lavender to grow there for 7 years. During this close encounter of the third kind in Canada, the grass was scorched in 2 places. Just before midday, the witnesses saw what they took to be a tent in their fields.
Apparently, the Greys are assholes, and they fucking will eat your wife's pussy. I'm going to put that there.
It was a bright yellow dome about 25 yards across. A cube shape
Insectoids.
emerged from
I
it,
don't know about
and some small creatures moved very busily and rapidly back and forth between the two. The witnesses assumed they were Boy Scouts and dismissed the matter from their minds, until a neighbor told them she had seen the dome disappear into the clouds. Apparently not the local scout troop after all.
Oh, tetrahedron, yeah. Different as a pyramid.
Strange visitors like these have been observed by hundreds of people throughout the world. They are always humanoid in shape. Here are a few samples.
TTs, are you, hope you don't mind me asking, are you based in US or England? I guess it's the same law in both countries, but the fact that I would like to get a pen pointer, a good one, but if I misidentify a plane and I fucking point it at the plane, I don't know the law behind that. I don't know, guys. The law with laser pointers, you know, because you do see these flying objects in the sky, and you see it all the time in my time lapse video. If you set the right setting up, I mean, you can see it in my normal setting, but if you brighten the sky up, you can actually see the meteorites, satellites, and like other stuff as well, probably like space debris. And some of them you can see them move and they like change direction, and I have seen that, and it's put a laser pointer on that. But again, I don't know the laws and regulations on that, and I don't live not too far from an airport, so it's probably not a good thing to do in my area anyway. But yeah, I've seen videos of that with the laser pointer, definitely for sure. These aliens, look at them. That's a South Park character. Look at that. Oh, that's me. That's me after the show. That's
Any
Hidden.
resemblance between ourselves and creatures from outer space may seem a little hard to swallow at first.
Hey, Moz
We
Mayhem.
can
Nice
be
to see you,
sure, at least,
man.
that the
Hey, you're
organic
back.
structure of
Nice to
such
see you.
beings
Hope you're all good.
must be essentially the same as our own. That is, based on the carbon atom with water as solvent. The striking similarities between humans and humanoids might also indicate the
Sorry.
uniqueness of the DNA molecule as a
How's
genetic
it going,
building
man?
block.
This is fun, man. This is.
As a general rule, they are either smaller or taller than us, usually
Right, that
around
works out.
4
That is working
or
out.
10 feet. Years
Oh,
ago,
okay.
it
Okay,
was
fair enough.
generally considered that flying saucers came from Mars. During the last century, Schiaparelli thought he had discovered canals on the surface of the planet. The Mariner programs have
Does
destroyed
it ring a
these
bell?
myths.
Life Force, Space Vampires.
On the other hand, a slight
Yeah, I
atmosphere
think
and traces of water have been
regulations on that
discovered
now, isn't
Mars.
it? All right, is that like the praying mantis? I
Recent
think.
photographs have revealed the geological features of the entire surface of our neighbor. Strange, sinuous troughs have bewildered astronomers. Only a violently coursing liquid could have dug these riverbeds.
Hell yeah!
During glacial
It's got to be
periods
70s.
like the
This
present
has to be
one,
70s.
the water on Mars would have frozen as polar caps.
Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run this for the remainder of the next. It's like 15 minutes. And then we'll end the show. Because they'll be over like 2.5 hours. So yeah. Because I don't have much content to play, but yeah, we're having a good time here. But yeah, thanks to everyone in the chat. It really is much appreciated, and having a good time here, having a blast. Come 420, pour yourself an adult beverage. I've got myself a Yorkshire Tea Gold because I'm not much of a posh twat, and yeah, let's come chill, come have a laugh.
As the planet warmed up, the ice would melt again. Clouds would form to bathe the planet for thousands of years.
Oh, is it really? I've got to Google this. This is definitely not 90s. Hold on, let's Google this. UFO Factor documentary. Oh no!
1976, the Viking probe landed on Mars.
This came out in 1979. Okay, so this is a 1979 program, not 1995. I don't know why someone put that in 1995. Yes, 1979. Old school, baby.
And was able to photograph its landscape for the first time. A remote-controlled laboratory is analyzing.
Probably
the
not,
soil.
mate.
The results are not conclusive.
Own brew for you,
but at least
absolutely.
they have not disproved the existence of life, as the zone prospected was.
They look
very
like
poor.
aliens. The green
In any
tea.
case,
Their face
life
looks like
on
aliens.
Mars or Jupiter would be micro-organic. To find intelligent life,
Yeah.
we must look outside our solar system.
Let's face it, this is groovy music. This is the music that the people that wrote this or put this documentary together obviously took LSD, did shrooms, and smoked weed. Clearly, it's groovy ass music, man. It's gone from like jazz, from synth music, jazz, a bit of like other stuff mixed in. It's been pretty cool, actually.
In November 1974, a code message was dispatched in the direction of a cluster of 300,000 stars from Arecibo in Puerto Rico, where an entire valley has been transformed into a gigantic radio wave reflector. This is part of an ambitious scientific program going under the name of SETI, or Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
That sounds like an alien would definitely create. Oh, Gelato 33 and
Professor
Skittles.
Carl
I've had
Sagan
gelato.
is explaining
Very
the contents of another
citrusy
message
taste,
sent
if I
to
remember rightly.
extraterrestrials, this time via a space probe. as well as the etching of the
I'm more of
Earthling
a
couple.
Kush.
The plaque specifies the position of our solar system in the
What is it?
Milky Way.
Cali Kush. Cali Kush. Like Star Dog, Alien Dog.
Will this message ever be read in outer space? It will take Pioneer 10 billion years to reach the constellations of Ursa Major and Orion.
Yeah, there's another guy who does that sort of recording as well. Something Leonard, isn't it? If you put like close-up shots of like the moon or UFOs on the moon, Sheep or Pop, who's the guy's name who does the filming on the moon? Leonard something, isn't it? I can't remember. But he's really, really good. Proper telescopes, really zoom in. But yeah, man, I'll go check your channel out. It seems really interesting. But yeah. But thanks again for popping in chat. It's much appreciated. Seeing all these new faces. Yeah, definitely. That's it. Yeah, John Leonard
NASA
Walton.
also has plans for vast and expensive programs.
I can't play his videos, but if you go Google his YouTube, his name, go check it out. It's awesome stuff.
Like the setting up of radio telescopes on the moon, where there is no atmosphere to disturb messages from other corners of the universe.
Who's that? Bruce Cecil.
How ironic it would be, though,
Hold on.
if it should prove that the proof of extraterrestrial intelligence has been under our noses all the time, while we continue to spend our time and energy searching for it elsewhere. Soon, we shall be out there in the galaxy. Space colonies may be in existence in less than 100 years' time. Gerard O'Neill, a physicist from Princeton, conceived this wheel to accommodate 10,000 people. 1 revolution per minute creates an artificial gravity field. NASA proposes enormous power stations to gather solar energy. The materials for the colony will be quarried on the moon because of the weak lunar gravity.
All right, man. Yeah, go check it out. Or if you do
Perhaps
quick,
UFOs themselves are on missions.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you use ChatGPT or Grok and you put that question, science evidence fringe, if you put that in there, I guarantee you will find a bunch of music like this. In fact, if you just go put this documentary in Google, UFO Fringe 1979, the IMDb should tell you the narrator plus the music and also the people, the director involved. It should tell you the music. Worth checking out, mate. You can find pretty much anything these days on the internet. Or even use one of those apps where you can actually play the music and actually tell you the artist. Give it a go. But this is music I've never even heard before, you know, so.
From similar space colonies, permanent artificial planets passing close to Earth.
What does
and
NASA
sending
stand
off
for,
scouts,
Rebecca?
Explorers,
Never a
tourists,
straight answer.
maybe. We would surely be as curious to them as they are to us. And in fact, cases do exist where communication has been established with occupants of UFOs.
ETs, could you put your link in chat, please, mate? Because I can't find you. I can't find your channel.
A close encounter of the third kind in New Guinea. Father Gill, a meticulous man, made notes. Here are some extracts from his vivid minute-by-minute
about that
account
herb,
of what
mate?
occurred.
Same here, I do.
6:55 p.m. Something moving on top.
Most likely
A man.
robots now, Rebecca.
Now 3 beings moving, luminous, busy on the bridge. Craft leads.
Oh yeah, sorry.
7 p.m.
I totally forgot TTs. Because you're not a moderator, you can't put any links on there. I just realized that. Yeah, really sorry. I'm gonna just do. I'll keep this running. I'll go try and find your channel properly. But yeah, I was putting it in Google. I couldn't really find it. Yeah, never a straight answer. That's what that stands for. Yeah. But yeah, I'll have a quick search now for it. 2 seconds. I haven't got long for this documentary left
Men.
over. 2 seconds.
7:04, 1, then 2 again.
Oh yeah, thanks for
7:10
Bruce Cesar.
Men appear, also a shaft of blue light. The men gone, the projector still there. 7:20 p.m., projector turned off, men gone. UFO passes through a cloud. 8:28 p.m., sky above lit up, big cloud over Dagora. I saw the UFO high up and called the station people.
If anybody finds TT's YouTube channel, could you
The
put
entire
it in
village
chat?
and all 36
If you're a
people was about
moderator.
to witness an extraordinary sequence of
I can't
events.
find it. I'll put
Second
the right
UFO
name in,
gliding
yeah.
over the sea. Another over Wadobuna village. New cloud formation, big stationary UFO. Others coming and going in the clouds.
Huh. I can't find it.
9:05 p.m., cloud formation, numbers 2, 3, 4 gone. 10 p.m., still stationary. 10:10 p.m., craft gone again.
Oh, that's that it. Oh, fantastic. All right,
The
fantastic.
UFO comes
Brilliant.
back
Thank you,
again
Sophia.
and disappears behind the clouds. Later, a
Yeah,
sharp
thank you. I'm gonna
explosion is
go
heard.
do that now. Yeah, I can't find it.
The next day, the thing came down very low. The craft, still bright, was clear, closer. There were silhouettes on the bridge. The
Oh
teacher
yeah,
said
this
to
case, I
me,
wasn't paying
I
attention to
wonder if
this.
it's going to land on the sports field. I replied, why not? Eric and another boy waved their arms, and the silhouettes waved back.
Got it. Fantastic. Yes.
With the story of Betty and Barney Hill, we are on the threshold of a mind-shattering possibility. Direct contact with alien beings. Late at night, on their way home from a holiday in Canada, the Hills see a strange light in the sky, as sketched here by Betty Hill. On the same night, in the same area, the phenomenon is spotted by radar.
No, not at all.
It
Not
chases
at all.
their car and finally lands in front of them.
TTs, not at all, mate.
Through his binoculars, Barney can see creatures. One of them looks at him fixedly.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good.
Then
No
everything
problem.
goes hazy in their memory. Later, they come to their senses driving towards Portsmouth. Home again, they realize that their trip has lasted 2 hours more than foreseen. For several months, they will experience physical and mental problems and decide to consult Dr. Simon of Boston, renowned for his cures of amnesiacs. The Hills are hypnotized separately. Neither knows what the other has revealed to the doctor. Yet
I'm pretty
the
sure they
two
said they saw
accounts concur
Nazis
perfectly.
when they were abducted, apparently.
According to the
Case we
Hills'
could look into
testimony
for me
under
and hidden.
hypnosis, the craft landed on the highway. Creatures got out of it and led Betty and Barney on board. Here it is in cross-section. They underwent separate medical examinations. Skin, fingernail, and hair samples were taken. This sketch, drawn under hypnosis, shows one of the occupants.
Yeah, pretty much.
The creatures were smallish and communicated by telepathy. Their eyes were striking, very large and stretching towards the temple. Betty asked the leader where they came from. He then showed her a three-dimensional space chart, which Betty was
Bloody
able
terrifying.
to reproduce when requested to do so by Dr. Simon.
Yeah, we're all good
The
here,
leader
man. We've got a good
explained that the
community
multiple
here.
lines represented busy routes from one star to another. The single lines were used less frequently, and the dotted lines indicated exploratory routes.
Right, it's
A young
420.
teacher from Ohio, Marjorie Fish, had the brilliant idea of considering this star map from the point of view of the visitor's base in the lower right-hand corner. Armed with a supply of wooden beads, she began to construct three-dimensional models of the universe, representing stellar systems within a radius of 50 light years.
Yeah, the star map. She drew it perfectly, apparently.
Marjorie Fish chose only those stars liable to sustain life. The scale of star classification
Right,
goes from the
420.
blue and mauve stars to the red giants and supergiants. The excessive cold or heat of these extremes of the scale would prohibit any form of carbon-based life developing on their planets. A yellow star, like our sun, has a core about 1 million miles in diameter, dense enough to provoke nuclear combustion with a temperature reaching 9 million degrees centigrade. Marjorie Fish ended up with 46 yellow suns. Here are those which are
Oh, yeah,
visible
cheers.
from the
Thank you,
southern
Sophia.
hemisphere. From 1968 to 1973, she patiently constructed several models of our stellar neighborhood. Using data from the Gliese catalog, the most up-to-date astronomical map,
Oh,
a
nearly
computer
died.
can reproduce exactly that area of the Milky Way coinciding with Betty's sketch.
Right, we've got 4 minutes.
Even an astronomer could not have drawn Betty's map when she did it for Dr. Simon, as this area of space had not been carefully charted then. So where did those visitors come from? From a system of twin stars, Zeta 1 and Zeta 2, in the reticular
I'm a gardener by
constellation,
trade, mate.
25 light years from our
We're all
sun.
tradesmen. That's a good job, there. It's
All
painted
the other
decorator.
stars
Trust
on the
me,
map
we need them.
are capable of sustaining life on their planets. Statistically,
Good skill.
the chances
Oh,
of Betty
cheers. Yeah,
Hill's
it's another
map
channel.
obtaining this accuracy by pure chance are 1 out of 10,000. The routes followed by Zeta inhabitants appear logical and practical.
Yeah, that's one explanation for it, apparently.
Betty's map offers
I'm really,
some
to be honest with you, I
astonishing
haven't really looked into
For the
it.
first
Hey,
time,
Barney Hill.
science has
Sorry.
been able to confirm
It's-
the authenticity of
It's like abductions. It's one subject of ufology I haven't really gone down. We're just sort of dipping our toes in with me and Hidden. I'm mostly going to do it with me and Hidden because he's interested in with the topic as well. So yeah, in due course, I think.
information received by an eyewitness from extraterrestrials. How could they have traveled from there to here?
It's the CIA, mate.
25
Raft you.
light years at the speed of light means a round trip of 50 years. According to Einstein, by the time they returned to Zeta Reticuli, the alien astronauts would not
Any good,
recognize
mate?
their
Worth
own
looking
world.
into?
It would have aged by several hundred years. Black holes could be the key to the enigma. Astronomers say anything might be possible inside or through a black hole. What are they? Merely a star at the moment of its death. A
Oh, that's
huge
nice, isn't it?
collapsing of its entire mass and energy, creating a gravitational field of inconceivable magnitude.
Really?
Black holes are monsters on a cosmic scale.
From the stories I've heard, Rotary, it does sound like.
You are correct, Rotary Matrix.
Hey, Jenny, what was that again?
You are correct, Rotary Matrix.
See, she's being nice now.
Suck my balls.
Oh, there you go. You got to throw it in there, haven't you bloody bitch.
Even their own light is swallowed up.
But when I look into Betty Barney Hill, I'll be open-minded, put it that way. But that's a lot of what people say in ufology is a bit like a publicity stunt, isn't it?
Other neighboring stars disappear into the bottomless pit. Where does all this matter disappear to? At what speed? Black holes might very well be space tunnels, shortcuts in space that a highly
Nearly there,
advanced
guys.
civilization has learned to utilize to span not only a few light years, but billions. Maybe it is easier to travel to Earth from the ends of the universe than from the nearest stars. Maybe Betty Hill's map can lead us to another galaxy. Maybe.
Again, these were fascinating claims back in the day with Betty Barney Hill.
We
It's
do
not
not
bad
yet
CGI
hold the
shit.
key to the mystery in our grasp. For all we know, the UFO phenomenon is simply a
God.
tactic designed to
Bye,
accustom
bye,
us human
bye.
beings to the idea of contact with
Hey, Big
extraterrestrial
Jonkulus,
beings.
how's it going, man? Oh,
How
man, you got a
long
picture of a
before we are
burger.
judged
I've
ready?
got munchies badly at the moment. I could do with a flipping a smash burger, 100%. But welcome on in, man. Nice to see you. Oh, is it just? Of course, Star Wars never used CGI back in the 70s. It was like Matt Payton's and stuff like that, or physical. Excuse me. I just got this random cat walk into my eat my cat's food. Right, okay. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was UFO Factor of 1979. And thank God it's not like the bastard bloody Discovery Channel who suspended my channel, my live stream, I should say. But yeah, that was just something I wanted to play because, like I said, I've been a bit of a fucking idiot, lazy one, and I didn't do a lot of preparation for today's show. Sorry. But who thought I'll get bloody suspended? Not channel, but live stream anyway. But it's still up anyway, so you could go see. You can hear me go fuck, and then I think the, the stream ends. But have I got anything else to show? I might save it for next time. There is a Bonnie Blue thing. She was on a podcast called Heretic, and you get to see the true side of her. And I have to admit, as a businesswoman, I kind of admire that. But we're not going to be talking about that now because we've gone for probably about nearly 3 hours at the moment. So yeah, to the new people in chat, thank you so much for turning up. It really is much appreciated. And obviously the people that's put in yeah, don't judge. People that's put in donations and everything, it's been much appreciated. I'm going to end the show there. I'm going to save some content for next week's show. I just realized something. Next Friday is the Balloon Fiesta. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, because I like to see the balloons take off at around about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So I think it'll be fine. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be back next Friday for another live show, and I'll be more prepared. I've just been, it's one of those weeks. It's just, I will leave it today. I'll get to it tomorrow, and then eventually it was Friday, and it got to lunchtime, and then it came to like 3 o'clock. I was like, I have to get something sorted, and then yeah, there was a documentary I wanted to show, but yeah, that was the documentary. So yeah, thanks to the new people in chat. Is honestly is much appreciated. And say goodbyes now. And do I have anything else I want to say before I finish? I'll just go through my notes very, very quickly. No, I think that's it. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm off to Pan's Y Van tomorrow. I'm going to do a bit of camping in there. So do a bit of sky watching as well. It's just like a lads only. It's like the people that I know from the gym and all that. So we're gonna get fucking rat-assed. Have a good fire. It's all in good hands. It's all good. And the farmer, he's got massive amounts of land. We chuck him a tenner and we go in this field, and it's just absolutely blissful. The sky's beautiful, no pollution. It's literally in the middle of nowhere, and I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone in chat. Thanks to the people that's given donations. It's been honestly the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. It's because of people like you that come into the chat, not the people that give money, even though it is much appreciated. It's the people that turn up every single week. It just baffles me, and the numbers still go up, which is nice, and the channel is improving. As I got to watch out what I say and watch out what I do show as well. So okay, so no Arthur C. Clarke and no Discovery Channel or History Channel, because in fact, I think if you just play it all the way through, depending on the documentary or where it comes from, they probably just suspend it. It's like, you're showing too much. This is why I should like pause and stop. But yeah, but no, guys, thank you so much. Let's go through chat one more time. Paul, thanks for being here, man. Rebecca, pleasure as always. And Tez, TETs, I've subbed to your channel, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your stuff, man. And if you don't mind, if you be showing your footage, I think it's worth showing. I'll show on the next show. But yeah, we're here every Friday, man, and you're always welcome to our community. We're all nice and chilled here. We have a good laugh, and we basically look into the history of ufology. So we do go into like up-to-date sort of stuff, even though I've got my thoughts on that. And if you go back to my previous live shows, you get my full perspective on ufology at the moment. But we mostly go back into the history of ufology, like we've seen today, back to 1979. So yeah, but thanks for being there, brother. Much appreciated. Or sister. 12 feet tall. Thanks for being here, man. Sheep Hop Hop, Marcus Fishlock, Pen Y Van. Yes, it's a place in Wales. It's a lovely place in Wales. Where you go like trekking and all that. I mean, I can do a fucking burger right now. I am starving. I could do like a bacon sandwich. Probably a bit too late. If I eat that now, I'm gonna be sat in bed, bloody stomach turning. Green tea, thanks for being here, and yeah, pleasure as always. And yeah, hope you have a good one. Rotary Matrix, pleasure as always. And of course, is it Peen Evan? Is that how you say it? I thought it was Pens Y. Thing is, we're in the southwest where I live. We call it Pens Y Van. Is that how you say it? Pen Evan? Right, I think that's everyone. Come say goodbye now. If I hadn't said goodbye to you, Mark G. And I think that is everyone else. Right, that's it. I'm getting the hell out of here because I'm hungry. And I 420 too much. Dare I read again? Jenny, darling, do you want to say anything?
Thanks to everyone in chat. You are awesome, and Nick is a dick.
Don't fight. That's it. I am banning you from the show, love. Honestly, how dare you? How dare you? Do you like that? I've made a selection of all her voices. So Jenny is a real thing. I just need to get an actual AI voice of her. But did she call me a dick? Peace and love to all of you. I shall see you next Friday. Have a good weekend. Until next time, always bloody remember, guys. They're watching you. They're watching us. Watching them. I'll see you next Friday. Right, that's what I actually caught in the garden. I don't know what it is. I think it's some sort of traveling orb. No, it's just me being a spaz in the garden. Look at that. I quite like that. I think I was taken with my Fuji camera. Yeah, it's like a time lapse thing. Anyway, I'm rambling on. And yeah, have a good night. And thanks to everyone in chat and all the donations. It's much appreciated. I shall see you next week. Have a good one, guys. See you soon.